Hey, good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us here. And tonight is actually our Go for Diamond session. Let me just organize the screen here. I know folks are going to be joining in as we are progressing here today. And tonight is a special call. In one who's we have our distinguished CEO Joe Voyticky will be joining us today. And Joe has brought in some of his team members, and we'll have Bobby Horn here. We have Jason Pace. And today's session is to talk about. Tammy, you can actually uh, activate your video there. So I'm displaying the two of us as we're sharing. So tonight we want to talk about the affiliate link, having your affiliate link. I know that some members were asking me, how do you get it and all of these things. It's actually quite simple, but I wanted to make sure that we have all the details explain and so you know exactly without a shred of a doubt on exactly what you need to do. For example, some of your associates have been associates for many years, and I know that some of you have your affiliate link, and from your affiliate link people can actually get their own affiliate link from your website that comes with affiliate link. But what happens if you're a brand new associate, how this all that works? And the fact here is Max International is expanding. See, the thing is, we have our network marketing division, which we're currently in 21 countries around the world, or around 20 or so. But there's also a component. Well, let me go back there. We have two options. As an associate, you can enroll customers. You can also enroll associates that choose to build a business such as you are. On the other hand, we also have an affiliate marketing aspect, which is really for people that may not be interested in the network marketing arena, but they are interested in using the products. And the way to order is a lot simpler. It's a very light website. It's a very simple process. Now, it is available in the United States at the moment, but gives you the opportunity to build your business within the US. And I think that the payments go through PayPal, and then you can deposit into your bank account. So the fact here is, we're very excited to share this with you and understand that it's another avenue for you to take advantage of what Max International is offering, right? So that's the thing that you have to recognize is, as we expand, different opportunities are presented to you, such as the affiliate side of things, that could actually attract a lot of folks that may not be open to the network marketing arena, but they would love to have access to these products. So Tammy, did you have any other anything you want to add before I pass the call along to Joe, or invite Joe here to start the introduction and that nature?
No, we're good. I mean, people are asking about how to get in, so we'll go right into that.
Okay, so Joe, I'm just going to add you here, and at this point, I'm going to let you kind of drive this. Now, I've given you Bobby and also Jason access to as a co-host, so you guys can share your screen. You tell me exactly how you want to direct this. The call is recorded, and for those of you folks that are paying attention, I'd like for you to also take advantage of the chat, where if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you want to share, put it in the chat, and Tammy and I are going to be following in real time as the information is shared. So Joe Voyticky, for those of you that might be new, if you're listening to this, if you happen to be on Facebook Live, thank you for joining in. Joe is our CEO. He's the CEO of Max International, and he's the guy that's helmed the ship and basically has been instrumental in expanding around the world as we are right now. And I know right now he's working tirelessly with dealing with everything else that's coming with Max International. So Joe, thank you for joining us, and I'm going to turn the call over to you here. That is not fair, man. That is not fair.
I get tired, but I got a little ATP still. So no, it's coming. I know that's for Janet. It's coming real soon.
Oh so man, I can't wait. I'm also missing my Switch, man. I love my Switch. I miss it.
It's all my face. It's all on the way, and really super excited about the fact that we're going to have some products released real soon, and we'll get it back in stock, which really gets back to the point, and I know this excites everybody, is that we all know it. Our products are great. They're very effective. They really work. They make a difference. There's a difference between our products and every other products that are on the market, and we can say this with legitimacy, which is so important, that our products matter. When they're out, I miss them, and everybody misses them. And that creates this great economic opportunity that we all have. And what's necessary, there's a lot of things that go into making a good business. One is having a great product. Second is having messaging and marketing that connects to a consumer so that the consumer knows there's something terrific out there that you can participate in and earn a living. And when you break down the numbers, and this is so important for you guys in particular to hear this, because almost every one of you on this call have been with us for years and years and years. And it matters to me, and it matters to Bobby, and it matters to Jason that all of you guys benefit from what's coming. There's a huge wave that's going to come to Max in the next several months. And there's going to be a ton of publicity. There's going to be a ton of awareness driving, and you need to be participating in this process to benefit from that. I don't want to see any one of you guys left behind, because you all have helped Max get to where we are and give us this great opportunity. So it's very, very important that you understand how to participate in the economic growth that is about to happen. It is very, very, I can't say very enough. It's so important. This society, and I'm talking about our society in North America, is a point and click society. Everything is purchased either through now, as Jason will tell you, he wanted to get us to the point where you could have your face looking at a screen and your products would be purchased, because this is the way the world is going from a technology standpoint. So if technology is getting better and making it easier for people to purchase, our business necessarily has to shift in that direction. Otherwise we will get left behind. It's not enough to have the best products. If that were the case, we would be $10 billion organization, because there isn't any question we have the absolute best products, without doubt. I can say that without hesitation, and we can prove it, which we are now, even going to do more so with the human clinicals that are moving forward right now and are underway. So we're going to have those results. And I hate to pre-decide what a result is going to be, but I know what the result is going to be. And so do all of you guys, because we have human clinicals that basically have gone on for the last 15 years for people taking our products, and everybody has always had great results, provable results, either through their own blood work or, from the anecdotes that we hear from around the world, and the millions and millions and millions of people that are taking our products and are demanding them. When they're out of stock, I get more messages than I can count. It's just absurd how many people, are sending me messages needing our products. So that lets you know that our stuff is super special. And when people really get to know about it, it's going to just go like, wildfire. Or as one of Chris's old friends used to say, it's going to sell like hotcakes, easier than hotcakes, right? That's Raj, right? So look, I want you guys to focus on participating and learning the stuff that have been going on with the Learn to Earns, understanding the different methods of reaching people to change your, economic outlook. It's unbelievable how few people it takes to make an economic difference in your life with these products. But when I was down in Ecuador and we did a presentation on this, it's like if you end up with 70 customers, 70, you're making an extra $1,000 a month selling products that are unbelievable. There's not that many people. There are 330 million people in North America. And then you add 30 million more in Canada, 35 million more. We have so many people to sell these products to. And so many of those people are over 40 who are all suffering from low levels of glutathione. It's physiologically almost impossible not to have a low level of glutathione after you're 40 years old. So when we're talking about a great market, we're talking about a great product. Now, what are we missing? How to communicate it, how to connect to those people, how to develop those clients, how to communicate with them well. That's the key. That's the key. And you have to participate. You have to participate. Life is a participation sport. We got to get in this game. And in this world, this is the game. This is the game. So Jason is going to walk you guys through the LiveMax website, going to walk you through how you get your link, going to walk you through how to create media campaigns, and we're of course going to continue to give the trainings that are necessary, but I can't emphasize it enough. It's up to you guys. Everything else is gonna happen. We're working, maybe not tirelessly, but we're working like crazy to get this all up and running like mad over the next several months, which is gonna happen. And I want you guys all on that train. So I'm gonna turn it over to Jason. And Jason, please walk them through it.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
very good, Joe. Hey, Chris, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Very good. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, it's I'm actually in Rome this morning. It's about 2 a.m. And when I saw the request to come in to join this call, I'm like, yeah, I'm there. I'll be there. No questions asked. So actually very excited to kind of get a few more eyeballs on some of this and hopefully answer a few questions that have been hanging out there and, get this thing turned up. So first, Chris, tell me, do you think most people on this call probably are associates, right?
Yeah, everybody here are associates. Many of them are seasoned, and they've been around with us for over a decade, and some might be a little newer, but and we're also on Facebook Live. We also have the Philippine that are watching, some of the Philippine associates, which for them, it's their morning. And welcome, by the way. And so, Jason, you tell me how you want me to run this. Now, I selected Jason Pace laptop. Is that the right one, or should I select Jason to pin you here?
No, the laptop is where I'm going to be
Okay.
demonstrating from here. Well, the audio will come from my phone, but kind of got a split scenario going here just to make sure the internet connection works correctly here in this hotel.
Okay, all good, all good. So you tell me where you want me to go here. And in fact, you have control. You're a moderator, and you can go ahead and start sharing your screen. Everything is recorded, so it's all yours.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll probably just share my screen here. We can step through some of these things. I was going to start. Let me see if I can get this to share here correctly. And you'll let me know when that comes up.
Yeah, loud and clear. We can see clearly.
Okay, very good. So I think, you said most of the callers that are joining us are, potentially seasoned associates, which means that group especially will probably already have accounts in the system. Now, when we did these accounts a couple of months ago, some were caught up in spam, and some we didn't have correct email addresses for, and a few other scenarios like that. But I think the question I get the most is, well, how do I get access to the system? And so if you're in a situation in which you do have an account, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and try to reset your password. And I'll take you guys there just at the portal screen here and show you what that looks like. And so this is the first thing you should do. Try to reset your password. If you get a message saying, hey, yeah, your password reset email was sent, then you got an account. You can set your password right there and you can jump in this portal and go. If you don't, that means we need to set up an account for you. And so the best thing to do probably would be just to work through Chris to get that done. And Chris, we can share some links to make that easier and show you how that all works to make sure everything is connected properly on the back end. But first thing you guys should do if you're trying to get access is go to this livemax/portal, which is the URL for the back office here, which will take you to this login prompt. You go ahead and hit lost password, type in your email address. Like I said, if the process works, you've got an account. If it doesn't, then we'll get you one set up. But so I'm just going to take a few minutes and go through some of the feature set in the back end. I think that's probably the most appropriate thing to do. And we can have, questions maybe at the end, or Chris, if you have something that, people have asked, go ahead and jump in at any time. I'm up for either here. But so this is the URL for the affiliate back office. I've got too many test accounts, so give me 1 second here. I'm hoping I don't have to look up my password list. Let's see here. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, so let me minimize this. Okay, then let's see everything here. So this is kind of your home screen, where it shares a few different stats on your links and conversions, clicks that turn into sales. This is my test account here, one of my test accounts. So there's not a lot of activity on it. So don't worry about that. That's just this test account here. But the first place you'll probably want to go is to this marketing tab. And so we've thrown up a little message here, access to your affiliate link from the marketing tab. So marketing, affiliate links. So everybody gets a default link that just takes you to the shop page here. And so maybe I should back up actually. Chris, do you think everyone understands the concept of what these links do and how they're used, or do we need to start there?
We have people from different walks of life that may or may not. So I'm going to leave it up to you to kind of, again, you don't want to go in too many details, but the fact that the call is recorded and someone can go back and listen, I think it has certainly a lot of value for you to go maybe in some details for some folks that don't really understand this. So I would recommend to.
Okay. So as an example here, then here's this link. And so what this link is, it's a link that you share out either in person, online, in a text message, in a Facebook ad. It doesn't really matter how you're sharing this out. But this link is tied to you and will bring users to the LiveMax shop page. And because this link's tied to you, anything that this user does on the LiveMax ecosystem, any purchases that are made, you will get credit for those purchases. And so the way that works is when your customer clicks this link, there's a file that's created on their computer called a cookie that then for the next 90 days, anything they do on the LiveMax site, any sale will be attributed to you. Now, if they sign up for a subscription, that commission is earned in perpetuity until the subscription is canceled. The other thing is if they use your link again, it resets that 90-day counter. So if you train your customers to always use your link, then there's always that 90-day counter that's just resetting itself, and anything they do will be tied to you there. So in this scenario, this link you would take and you would share it some way, and I'll show you where this will end up. It's just going to end up on. I hope both these tabs get shared. Let's see here. Okay, can you guys see this tab as well? Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the default link that you get just by having an account that you share will take your customer to this just shop page. So that's probably good for just general use. Now we'll get into some of the more detailed aspects and features that you can actually kind of guide your customer to a specific place on the website based on the demographic of the customer or the way you're sharing it, or a myriad of different ways, different things. So like I said, first thing you probably want to do is marketing, affiliate links. This is your default link. We've gone through that. Don't just ignore custom slug for a minute here. We'll get back to it. But this link generator is probably another thing that you'll want to check out. And what this is a way that you can create a shareable link to any page in the LiveMax ecosystem. So if you are going to do an ad or a tweet or whatever on immunity, and there's a blog post that you like on the LiveMax blog, you can actually go grab that blog post URL, and I can actually show you that here, and create a link that takes them right to there. Now, like I said, there's no way to buy directly from this blog article, right? They'll have to go to the shop, but like I said, anything they do once they're in the door will be tied to you. So you can really dial in your message and your ad with the location on the site that they're going to end up at. So if you have let's see if we can find one. Okay, let's say science. So we're going to grab this science page. So maybe you think this is worth sharing out. And so you can go ahead up here to this address bar and just copy this URL. Okay. So I've done that. And I'm going to go back to this link generator and I'm going to dump this URL in here, just pasted it in. Okay. And so like I said, the reason you might do this is because you are going to create a Facebook ad that talks about the science, and then you want that person to click on the link and end up on a LiveMax page that talks about the science. Okay. So that's the scenario here. These options you can play with. There are certain, this is kind of getting down in the weeds, so you probably don't need to worry about this. You can leave the defaults, but if you do get into specific social media ad campaigns, some social media sites like one format versus the other, and they will tell you which one, but I usually just leave the default. So just you don't need to worry about those options for now. This is just kind of the basics on getting this done. But so I pasted this blog article into my specific website page here. I'm going to hit generate link. And then now I've got another link. It pops up right here. You can go ahead and download this QR code it generates for you, or copy the link or whatever, but it also adds it down here in your generated links. So this is nice because you may have a scenario in which you don't want to send someone to the main shop page. You may want to send them to the Cellgevity page or the ATP page, and so you can go same scenario. You can go to the shop here, and let's go to ATP, and you can grab that URL that comes up here, and then you'll have a link that goes right to ATP. I've had that question a few times. How do I send someone somewhere specific? So that's how that's done. Does that make sense, Chris?
100%. Now, I do have
Okay.
some questions, but and some folks are posting some of the questions, so I'm going to let you go ahead, and then we'll follow through with the questions. So continue. Yeah, it's
Okay.
very clear.
Okay, so we'll talk about the campaign field there next. And so what this is, it's actually its own section on the marketing tab. And so what this does is allows you to tie a set of links to a specific keyword that you will use for reporting. And so why that's important. So if you see, I've done on this test account, I've done Facebook ads, Twitter posts, science, and bioavailability. Okay, so now I can create links. So these are different campaigns I've set up. Now, don't get this confused with, actual paid campaigns through social media or something like that. This is specifically for reporting inside of your affiliate portal here. So I can take, let's say I'm going to do some Facebook ads and some Twitter posts, and I'm going to have 2 or 3 links for each one, and I want to see the performance of them independently of each other. So you'll go ahead and create a campaign slug, hit add, it'll come down here, and then you can then assign links to it. And so I've already created these ones, so I'm just going to use those. So I've gone to my campaigns, I've created the slug, I'm going to go back to my affiliate links, and you'll notice as part of that link generation process, I can specify one of those. So I think down here it will actually show you. Yeah, okay, so let's see. So I've got these 2 links here I've created previously that are tied to my Twitter post campaign, and then these 2 that are Facebook ads campaign. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, where I can create a campaign, I can assign multiple links into that campaign, and then I can report off of the performance of those links separately from other efforts. So I'll show you that part now here. So if we go to reporting, there's our campaigns reports tab. I know I'm bouncing around. We'll go through tab by tab. I'm just kind of trying to give the general rundown. But so now you can see, if I want to see my Facebook ads performance, and like I said, if you notice on the previous page, I had 2 links tied to the Facebook ads. So this will add those together and give you the stats based on that marketing effort, independently of my Twitter posts. So I know that's kind of bouncing around a few different tabs to make that happen. So slow me down, or Chris, you go ahead, and if that's confusing to you, let me know. We can reword that or go through that again, right now versus waiting until the end. What do you think?
I completely understand 100%, but I know we have some folks that are barely, they may not understand all of this, but it is recorded. So what I wanted you to do basically is exactly that, is give people some of the functionality, some of the tools that are available, the reports that are there, and it's exactly what you're sharing. One thing that, if that's okay, maybe we can step back a little bit. So let's say that someone is brand new into Max, okay? And in fact, they're looking at Max International, and they're considering becoming an associate, okay, before becoming an affiliate. So if, let's say, someone is brand new, I'm sponsoring someone into Max right now, they're an associate, but they also want to have their affiliate link. So if I sponsor someone brand new, how would that work?
Yeah, so right now there is the requirement to participate in the affiliate program at its fullest extent, to get the highest commissions. There's that 50 PV minimum on the other side of the fence, right? I think you're familiar with that, and I hope others are as well. So we are working on some automated tools to bring those over automatically, or at least a request button in the VO to create that. But right now, the best thing to do, Chris, is probably to have you to say, hey, we need to have this person set up over here as well. And we'll go ahead and just do that. There's also a form. I don't want to bounce around too much, but there's a form that can be filled out. The downside to that form is if you just fill that form out and you don't let us know, then you're just going to be getting the standard base 10% commission. But if you, Chris, said, hey, I've had someone fill out this form, watch for their application, we can then go ahead and make sure they're programmed for the correct commission tier. I don't know if
Okay.
that's, appropriate for this call to get into how all that works or not, but we definitely
Okay.
can.
Okay, let me just summarize that a little bit. So in other words, any one of you here are signing a brand new associate. They have their account with Max International, and they would like to have their affiliate ID. So what would happen is, let's say I sponsor this person, I would call Max International through the normal number, and I would say, listen, I have a new person that just signed up as a Max. They would like to have their affiliate link and to have the same benefits, which will be obviously tied to me because it's my personal. And then this affiliate will be put into the system. And for them to be able to have access to the affiliate account, they need to be on at least 50 CV. Am I correct?
Well, there's a little nuance to it. That's generally correct. The difference is you can be an affiliate without the PV or CV, but you will only make the 10% commission instead of the 20% commission. So
Correct. So if they are
Yeah.
active on 50 CV, then they'll have the 20% commission
that's
from
right.
their direct sell. And if, let's say, someone decides to become an affiliate that are not necessarily, an associate, they will get 10%.
That's right.
Okay. So from
Yeah.
there, the point here, folks, is to keep in mind that if someone is brand new and they're doing both, they're an associate of Max International and they want to have their affiliate, it right now needs to be done manually. You need to call Max International. And Jason, let me ask you, would customer service be aware of what it is we're asking if we call to anyone that says we want them to have their affiliate link?
Yeah, so that's a good point. So right now we're actually doing a pretty big push to get more of our internal resources up to speed on how some of this works and give them the keys to make some of these changes. It's kind of been held by IT until actually the last couple of weeks. We're really trying to make that a push for that. So, but customer service is trained that if they can't do it themselves, then they'll just go ahead and create a ticket for us and we'll go ahead and get it done. And then they'll relay that back to the customer. So they should be fully aware of anything you ask. They may need to, get us involved to get something done for the time being, but it should be a request they're expecting to hear and have heard a few times. So
okay,
that
one
shouldn't be a
thing.
problem.
Okay, one thing, Jason, I noticed that if I go to my affiliate link and I go to the bottom of the site on the bottom left, maybe you can go there now. There is a link that says become an affiliate.
That's right.
Okay, like right there. So for example, let's say that I sponsor a new associate. Sorry, I keep coming back because I want to have some clarity for the team listening in. So I sign up a new associate in Max. They want to have their affiliate link because not everybody's just going to want to be an affiliate. So in this case, would it be fair to say, okay, if that person I sponsored registered themselves through my affiliate link at the bottom there, right? Then they will only get the 10% until we make the request to Max International to say, this is one of my Max associate. He's actually, on minimum of 50 CV. And I like to make sure that they get the tier 3 at 20%. Am I correct?
Yes, that's right. So like I said, we're working on an integration right now that will actually query the PVCV status of one side, and then we'll adjust the commission rank on the other side. But that's not production ready quite yet. So yes, the scenario you just laid out where, you let us know, hey, this person signed up and you make sure they're added correctly is what you should do.
Okay. Okay. So in this case, and I'm just trying to find a way that people can follow through. So they would come in, they will click, I have my affiliate site. I'm sponsoring someone into Max. They want to have their affiliate link. You can use your affiliate site for them to register. Then they're in the system. It's just a question to make sure to upgrade them from tier 1 to tier 3. You need to make a phone call to say, Max, hey, this is a Max associate. They meet the requirement to be at a 20%. Am I?
That's right, because that's 100% right. And the sticking point is the CV status has to be manually verified at this point in time.
Perfect.
So that's why there's that one, kind of hiccup in there that hopefully in the very, very near future that will just be automated. And you can even push it from one side of the fence to the other, which is a button in the VO or something.
Perfect. Okay, this is very clear, folks. And if you need some clarity, folks, I'm counting on you to put a message in the chat. I know some of you have done already, and we'll go through them in due time. So again, just to recap what Jason was talking about earlier here, folks, is you can create campaigns, and feel free to watch that video. It will be uploaded onto our usual channel where you can watch this. But what he was talking about earlier is you can create some campaigns that you can assign some links to. And that's what he was talking about, where you can monitor. I know some of you may have absolutely no idea what this was. Some of you totally understand what this is. Again, if you don't understand, don't worry about it. What's important right now is that you can get your affiliate link and you post that link into your social media as you many of you have been doing as a call to action for them to buy the product. Now, just a quick question, Jason. Right now, this affiliate program is only available in the United States, correct?
So right now, the website, so your customer needs to be in the United States.
That's what I
The
mean.
person who's actually buying the product. That's right. And
Okay.
we hopefully have some movement there very, very soon, but that's as it stands right today. That's correct.
Okay, so again, and that Mary Paula will address your question you sent to me privately. If someone have an affiliate, someone who has an affiliate link in Nigeria, for example, that wants to bill in the United States, they can do that, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so that answers your question, Mary Paul. And let me just go through some of the other questions that are there so we can address them. Okay, Bobby actually posted the link here for the portal, so folks do take note of that. Okay, and Ajoki, you're mentioning here, after a customer has clicked and made the payment, I understand the commission shows into your account. How do you transfer the payment from your account into your PayPal account? I'm just reading there. PayPal is already linked to your bank account, or is it the minimum amount you should make before the transfer can be made into your PayPal account? I hope that makes sense here.
Yeah. No, I think because a
Okay,
lot of
good.
affiliate programs require you to be owed a certain floor of commission. Like unless you're owed $50 or more, you can't get a payout. And so I think that's what the question is leading to there is,
So in
is
other
there a
words,
minimum?
Yeah, in other words, to keep that very simple, you got someone who placed an order. The commission that you have will end up into this person's PayPal account. And of course, with your PayPal account, folks, you can tie this up to your bank account. You can, whatever. So in other words, the payment goes to your PayPal account. And then from there, you do what as you see fit to move your funds. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And that's actually on the profile tab that I was going to get to. I think I want to start with the links. I know we kind of got in the weeds on the campaign thing. I've got a lot of questions recently on what does this campaign thing mean? So I kind of went there for a minute. But I think we put the
let's get to the affiliate
slug.
PayPal payment, and that will be a good place to.
So yeah, just to recap, the very first thing you should do is go to the affiliate links page here and grab your default affiliate link. If you don't want to do all the campaigns and don't want to do custom pages, all that stuff, just grab this affiliate link and start sharing it right here. That's just there by default. Grab it and go, and that will get you 85% of the way there probably, because that's just going to take you to the page with all the products on it. So keep that in mind. If you don't want to get too down in the weeds, just grab that default affiliate link and get going. But let's look at the profile page here, because this is where you can make some changes, including on your payout. So this is just standard. You can upload an avatar and change general stuff there. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory on the edit your account profile page. The one that's interesting is this payout details. So you cannot receive a payout until you have filled this out. And so you notice we have two options here. There's direct deposit and PayPal. Now, the direct deposit is in there because there are a couple of markets that we're working on to open right now that don't work with PayPal. But if you are in a market that is a PayPal supported market, that's where we need you to be, really. So if you do choose direct deposit and then we see you're in Canada or in the US, we're probably going to say, hey, send you an email. Hey, we need to have you change this to PayPal. We may add some text here to make that more clear. But I think for most people on this call, just go ahead and choose PayPal, type in your PayPal email address. I know that PayPal gives you a URL as well, but we need we just need the email address you've signed up with PayPal as, and hit save. And that's really all you need to do to enable the payouts. And then those come every, I think it's 45 days. Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. But at the 45-day mark, that sale will go from, I think it's called unapproved in the system to approved, and then we'll pay out automatically to your PayPal account. So hopefully that answers the payout question there.
Okay, so just to clarify that, so it'll be 45 days from the time of the sale before the payment
That's right.
is available into your PayPal account.
Yeah, and just another side note on that, this does work slightly. The commission calculation does work slightly differently than it does work on the network marketing side, where, you know, commissions are kind of all just recorded, and then there's a commission run. They kind of does all the calculation. The way this works is at the time the money is collected or the time the sale closes, the commission is calculated and then it's set aside until that 45-day window expires, and then it's paid out.
And just a quick
So-
question, why 45 days? What can it be 30 days?
Well, I think it allows for our 30-day return policy there. And
I
then,
see.
yeah, that's kind of standard. And like I said, you know, some of this stuff, I think, you know, some of the benefits of being involved early is that maybe that needs to be shifted. I mean, we don't know. There's a few things we kind of just had to, you know, figure out what we thought was the medium, the middle ground, and maybe it's not. We need to adjust it. But that is how it's set right now, is 45 days.
Okay. And is there any fees from PayPal that will be imposed on associates once the money is in the account? Is there a fee, or they can just get the money without any transactions?
Yeah, so that's a good question. And so that this is somewhat market dependent, but my understanding is, at least in the US, if you are just going to transfer it to your checking account, which takes, I think, a day or two, that there's no fee for that. But if there's some instant transfer options that, you know, you pay a couple % for to get access to the funds immediately. There's, you know, a PayPal debit card that you can just use without paying a fee. Then there's the ability to just use your PayPal account to buy stuff on other websites. I mean, so there's a myriad of ways you can use PayPal, and you can use that balance. But I think the way I envision it mostly is either, you know, that you'll have your PayPal debit card you can just spend on, or you'll just transfer it to your normal checking account, which should be free.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
And you know, market dependent. So
Okay, understood. Now, Jokey, I hope that this helps, and all of you listening, I think that there's some clarity here, so that's good. Is there any other questions on, we'll come back to that, but I think I'm just going to go in sequence based on the questions I have here. Going back to Erica, are the link that we create, which is either a blog or the info, attached to your account once they decide to shop? In other words, you create an affiliate link, you'll be credited for the sale.
yeah,
That's the
so
question.
let's go back to this real quick here. So yeah, so like I said, the default link takes you to the shop page, which is pretty straightforward. You know, it's trying to convert to a sale. I think that makes a lot of sense for people to understand how that commission is calculated. You know, you go to the shop page, buy something, boom, the commission works. But it gets a little more nuanced when you might send it to a blog page or something. So let's I think I grabbed this one. So I'll just mimic that I clicked on this, and I think this will work. I've got too many windows open, but so if you create a link that goes to a blog page, that's where your user is going to end up. And so then they would then need to go to shop and then to a product, buy the product. So it doesn't really matter what page they end up on first or what page you send them to. Because like I said, you know, the message you're sharing with them may match with a different page better than just the shop page. Or maybe you've done enough convincing on your ad that you want to send them right to the shop experience. So that's something for you guys to decide and play with. And that's why there's all the reporting, because you can try 10 different ways, figure out what works the best. And then, you know, obviously that's where you double down. But so I think the question was, let's see.
Yeah, I think
So-
you've answered it. In other words, if she, for example, promotes the blog and they ended up on the blog, but then they start browsing around within that link and then they choose to make a sell, the sell will be credited to, for example, Erica, if that was our link. That's basically,
Yeah,
I believe, the question. which I
That's
think-
100% right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And it can even be this. It can be this scenario where you send them to this blog article, they read it, they're kind of interested, they close their browser, they come back in 3 days, and they just go to livemax.com directly. They don't go to your link the next time. Well, that cookie is still there, and you'll still get credit for that over the next 90 days. So yeah. But there's been a lot of questions on how that timer works. So I'm just going to reiterate it again. If they click on every time they click on one of your links, that 90 days resets.
Okay.
So that's good.
Thank you. And
Okay.
let me go down to Jasmine. I have a Max affiliate link set up, but when I attempt to log in, it doesn't open and just goes into a loop asking me to sign in again. In other words, is having an issue with this. Who do I call to correct this?
Yeah. So there's the email address Well, so the normal support email address will end up getting to the right place. But let's see if I can achieve it. The best place to send affiliate related questions is this maxpro@livemax.com. So the normal support email address will eventually get there, but this goes directly to the team that manages this. And so maybe someone can put that in the chat as well.
Yeah.
So there's one other feature we just added that I wanted to briefly touch on. So if you look at this link, you can see there's this AFF1. That is the username of this test user. So this will say, I think it's active team, Chris, on yours. So this is the part that is tied to you. This part here. Now, some people have not liked what the system has generated for them. I think it's based on your email address by default. So we've added a feature where you can actually go in and you can edit that. And so that is your custom slug. And so under the profile tab, under your affiliate slug, you can actually choose something else besides what the system gave you. So if you noticed on the other page, it was AFF1. Well, I set up another one for this user. It's max AFF1, saved it. And now I can generate links using either one. And so you'll get a default, which was just the one before you changed it. You'll also get the default from the one that is changed. You notice this is affiliate one versus max affiliate one. But in your link generator, you'll have the option of using your tracking code or your custom slug. And so the custom slug will generate the link with the one you specified. And I apologize. I know there's this thing is crazy because just to get going, it's super easy. Just log in, grab your link and go. If you really want to dial in, there's a lot of things you can do. And so it's been difficult, I think, for some of us internally to have some of these conversations because we've had some mixed groups of, the experience with some of this stuff. And so, like I said, if I need to switch lanes, let me know, Chris. But I'm kind of going over some of the questions I've received recently and trying to touch on some of those items.
No, that's totally cool, Jason. Totally cool. As a matter of fact, it's recorded. And folks, remember, it's a recorded call. You can always move into segments that will satisfy, the need for you to be able to understand, some of the aspect that Jason talked about in line to the question I'm posting on. Okay, someone's getting started. How do I create an account? We covered all of that. So this is good, Jason. This is really, really good. So let me just continue with a series of questions that are here. Now, will there be other languages like Spanish, like the United States? Spanish is the second most spoken language. Is that something that you guys are planning to have?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of progress on translating this to Spanish. Okay,
and what about French?
Well, I mean, Spanish is what's happening next, and then I think French would probably be the one after that. Though, it's a scenario in which adding the first additional language is where the bulk of the work is, and so that's almost done, and then we can add other languages on top of that fairly easily. So the amount of work it will take to add French doesn't even compare to what it will take to add Spanish, and Spanish is almost there.
Yeah, totally understand. I understand that. And first of all, it's operating in the United States and the customers are in the United States. So obviously English and Spanish make sense. And then we take care of the rest of the world. I get that. So just continuing, Lucy is just a little concerned. Will there be enough products? Maybe Joe, you can address that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
keep going with this and we can talk about products.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, we'll come back. Great. The other thing, we can just on that note, sorry, Jason. I know that there were there's other portals of payment like Payoneer and what's the other one, Tammy? I keep forgetting. Wise. There's Payoneer, there's Wise. There sometime, PayPal is a little bit of sticky and it's owned by Microsoft and the prices are a little high and they're little. So I'm just wondering, are you guys planning to use different portals over time that
as far as payouts?
Yes.
Goes. Yeah. So the system we have here supports PayPal and Stripe out of the box. And then we have the option of adding to that, if it's deemed that that's what we need to do to support a market or whatever. But PayPal was one we chose to go with first, knowing that we had some options down the road if we needed to.
Okay, perfect. So obviously we can expand on that. Okay. And Ajoki, just she acknowledged it's been for over 60 days, no payout. Okay, so Ajoki was just concerned. I think she says it's been about 60 days and she hasn't received a payment yet. Ajoki, let me know if this is not accurate. So maybe that's something that Ajoki, you can address from the email, the maxpro@livemax.com. Are you okay with that, Jason? Or do you have an answer?
Yeah, no, please send it there. There are, if you're, we're working on a lot more notifications that will fire off to you and to us. If there is like maybe a misspelling in an email address for your PayPal, because right now the system will try to send there, and if there's an issue there, it's going to have a problem. And so we've reworked just in the last, probably in the last 4 days, a lot of those alerts. So that will fire off to you saying, hey, you had a payout that was due, but wasn't able to be performed for X or Y reason. That will also come to us. I haven't seen any of those in the last couple of days, but please go ahead and send an email to that Max Pro email, and we'll get right on that and see what exactly where the holdup is.
Okay. And keep in mind, folks, that when there's a new system that is launched, there's always little glitches here and there, but eventually things are going to be well oiled and it's going to be running, and that's what it's all about. So thank you very much. Let's just continue here. Okay. So I think we're good so far. So go ahead, Jason, and continue on the track that you're taking, and we'll go from here.
I'm going to dig into some more of these tabs, just briefly touch on
Please.
them, but I want to reiterate that it's beyond what you have to do to participate. You just need that default link, and you need to put your PayPal email address in, and that's all you've got to do. I just want to reiterate that again, because like I said, this is getting down and really dialing in the process here. This creatives page. So we have the option of, as corporate, adding some information here that can be reposted easily. So these are a few we've added, and there will be more coming. Sometimes they may be promo related, sometimes maybe, a certain product or a certain subject or a certain message. I don't know, but you can look here. If you want something that's ready made, you can post, you can go ahead and grab from here. And you kind of need to know a little bit about how some of the social media ads work. And so I think, Chris, you've used some of these, but essentially all you need to do is copy and paste this HTML code to whatever social media, and it will end up looking like this image, and it will automatically embed your URL. So someone clicks on it, it's the same as if they clicked on the link, from an email or something. So we are also working on a lot more a knowledge base with documentation on this. So it'll walk you through with images step by step on, like, if I want to post, this Cellgevity image in Facebook, how do I do that? And so there's a lot of content coming as well, so you can really dial in these processes. But this is somewhere you'll probably want to check, fairly frequently for new information. And one of the email triggers I just mentioned is something that will email you if we've added new content here. You'll get a message saying, hey, there's a new creative posted, and you can subscribe or not subscribe to that. But that is, as an example, one of the email address or email triggers that we've worked on recently. So let's look at referrals. This is just a running list of your sales. So sorry, I had a couple test sales that I wiped them out because it was messing up some of the reporting, honestly. But so this is where you'll see if someone has converted to a sale, you'll see it here. Now, there's also another place to see it. I'll show you here in a second. Payments. This is where you see when you've got a payment that has, I believe this will show you actually payments that are due but not paid, as well as payments that are paid. You can see a lot of payment information here. And then under the reports, you can really dig in and get yourself in trouble with a lot of data here. So this default, just kind of a landing page, and we can adjust this, and we're kind of figuring out exactly what pieces of data people are hitting the most, and they'll end up on this dashboard. Right now, we just have the total number of clicks that your links generated. But there's this traffic log that can get interesting. You can kind of you can filter by date and things like that. It'll tell you whether it's a computer or a mobile device and the date. And so these are basically all different clicks. Okay, so every time you've shared your link out, someone's clicked on it, you're going to get an entry here. Now, the nice thing is it shows you whether that click converted to a sale over here or not. So on the test account, there's been no sales, obviously. So these are all no. But if you're doing testing, you can go ahead and verify here. And you can even dial it in by date range. And this is ranges from 10 seconds to 2 or 3 minutes behind live. So keep that in mind. But you can kind of check here to make sure things are looking correct for you. If you've got some test clicks you've done or something, or you just want to see how your links are performing, you can get a tally there. We kind of went through the campaign. reports, which is a very similar information, but you're kind of, the previous page was all of your links together, where this is again just the group of links based on the campaign that you specified. Referrals history, same. I think that one on payments or on the referrals tab. So this is another one where we're actually looking for solicit some feedback on how this should be organized. We kind of took a stab at what we thought made sense. So this referrals is on its own, but it's also under reports. There's kind of a shortcut to it. So keep that in mind. That's duplicative there. But this tiers tab here. So this will actually show you users who are underneath you on this affiliate side of the fence. So, and it'll show you how much you'll make on their sales as well. So on this affiliate 1 has affiliate 2 and 3 underneath them. And so affiliate 1 will make 5% on affiliate 2 or 3 sales. So affiliate 2 would make 20% on the sale, and then it'll roll up to affiliate 1 will make 5% of that. So this is kind of a graphical and a running list of all those people underneath you there. So training. So this is where the knowledge base will eventually replace this. Right now we just have some videos here, but we're about ready to release a different interface that has some more documents as well as videos. So this will probably end up saying knowledge base here pretty quickly. There, you go ahead and take a look at these. There's some good information on setting up some Facebook campaigns, things like that in here. But that's something we're really focused on fleshing out, because we know, like we've already established, some people just want to grab that one link, and some people want to dig really far into it, and some people maybe want to grab the link right now and go, and are hoping to learn more about it. And so that knowledge base will help there. We'll probably combine these two tabs, the help and the knowledge base, together. But that's kind of just a quick run through of each one of these tabs here. I do want to specify, before we go to questions, I want to specify the affiliate, the LiveMax site has the affiliate portal as well as a My Account section. And so this has tripped a few people up, and I want to be clear about the distinction between the two. So the affiliate portal, what we're looking at here today, is where you're managing your links, tracking your sales, anything where you can earn a commission on is tied to this affiliate portal. Now, this group, it doesn't really, what I'm about to say next doesn't probably apply to this group, because you will probably make your own purchases in the VO or on the network marketing side, but there will be people that use the My Account section to make purchases through the LiveMax side. So let's say they just want to be an affiliate and not an associate. Well, the My Account page is where they manage their orders and things like that. So I'm going to back out and get in there again, just to show you. But so My Account, this little guy here, takes you to the My Account page, which again is to manage your own purchases and your own subscriptions, which again probably does not apply to this group as much, but might apply to your customers, obviously, because this is where if you have someone click a link and buy something and they ask you a question about it, you'll want to direct them to the My Account page and then to orders, for instance. But don't get tripped up on that. You will probably not use the My Account. So this is not hooked to the VO. So if you have an order in the VO or an auto ship, it's not going to show here. This is specifically to manage orders in the LiveMax system and not your affiliate related stuff. Well, hopefully that makes sense. I can rephrase if not, but just to reset that, we've got the affiliate portal to manage your link sharing, your commissions, and then the My Account section, which is to manage orders, which, like I said, probably doesn't apply to this group as much. So don't get stuck in there.
And just to kind of underline, Jason, what you're saying. So folks, what's happening here, and I know some of you just started with me here recently, and Verenda, thank you for joining in. Just what you understand is that there's really two aspects of our business. There's the network marketing side. This is what everybody here have seen. You signed up, you're an associate, you order your products on AutoShip, you can sponsor people to become associates. That is the mymaxoffice.com. What we're looking at here, it's an extension to our opportunity, which is really working on the affiliate side of things. So what's happening here is, as an associate, you can have an extension by creating your own affiliate link. And this is a complete different portal. So for example, if you send a link that's coming from your affiliate link, as Jason has shared earlier, then the sales that are being made are not going to show into your mymaxoffice.com reports. It's not going to be there. It's going to be shown here. in the Live Max portal. And that's what Jason was just talking about. And again, folks, we're going to do calls, we're going to do trainings and all of these things. And what's happening is we're just expanding according to the way the world works today. Some folks like network marketing, like Tammy and I, and many of you here that adores it. And we'll also have other folks that you just want to sell products through the affiliate link. In fact, it's a growing trend that is going exponentially. And eventually at affiliate, it's just going to be the only thing people are going to talk about. And Max wants to tap into this. And that's what Joe meant earlier, is they don't want you to be left behind, right? So this is, again, so you understand there's two different business model over here, but it is tied together in a sense, but it is two different reports and two different income stream that comes to you. So back to you, Jason.
Yeah, no, and I think we all understand that can be interesting to manage that if you're participating on both sides. And so hopefully there are some tools very soon that kind of bring some of those things together in a single pane of glass. But for now, yeah, that is separate. But the experience we're trying to create here, I actually timed it once from clicking on an affiliate link to checking out using Apple Pay on my phone was about, I think it was like 17 seconds. And so if you compare that to, what you need to do on the network marketing side, it's just a totally different ball game. As we talk about not being left behind, that's just really where we need to be at. I mean, someone can click on your link, scan their face, and I think it was 17 seconds. Boom, checked out, done. 20% commission to you. There you go. So that's where we're trying to be and where we're trying to get. We know this is beyond minimum viable product. This is probably version 1, and we've got version 2 coming right down the pike here. And hopefully, the feedback we solicit over the next little bit here will help kind of guide and shape what that ends up looking like. And whatever pain points we discover as this kind of goes more widespread, I think will be very interesting to hear some feedback and get this really dialed in and get this system, working as well as it can.
And Jason, a quick question in reference to training earlier. I know on Thursdays, and all of you are very welcome to attend that. Max International has been hosting some trainings with the Google Meet. And I know many of you have been part of that. And I know that there were some trainings that were shown in these sessions. Are these the same trainings that will be presented in the Live Max portal? Like there were some video trainings.
Yeah, there will be some of that for sure. And it's also some additional content.
Okay. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, there'll be, very specific of, how do I reset my password, or how do I share this on Facebook? Some really specific things that just have, maybe a screenshot and a couple paragraphs, as well as some larger video segments, things like that.
Okay, beautiful. Folks, Jason, was there anything else that you want to add? I know we're coming to the top of the hour, and I want Joe to be able to maybe address the question about the products, but is there anything else that you want to add that you feel should be important to share?
No, I just want to say again, don't let the nuance of all the different tabs and all the different things that can be done stop you from just getting that link and getting it shared and getting it going, and then digging in as you learn more about it.
Okay.
That's really all there is to it.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jason. Really appreciate your time, and we really do appreciate that. Thanks so much. Joe, I know there was a question in reference to, will there be enough products and all of these things? Maybe you'd like to address that.
Yeah, the products, demand and supply, are very inexact sciences. That's all what I can tell you. We never want to run out of product, but we're also anticipating that demand is going to increase substantially. So we're going to work with the manufacturers closely to try to anticipate the appropriate level of demand that we think is coming. And so we've sat down with them. We've looked at our supply of ribosine, which is critical. We've got a lot of ribosine on the way. And of course, once you have the ribosine, which is the basis for all the products, we're thinking that we're going to be able to produce plenty in the upcoming months. So we know that there's a batch of product now that's in testing, going through the C of A's so that they can be released into commerce. And so I don't anticipate that we'll have any short-term issues with Cellgevity, with Max One. with Max ATP. We have some GXL that's also being produced, so we don't know the exact date on that completion, but it should be coming up soon. I do anticipate that we will have some shortages of infuse because the demand for that just keeps rising. So I'm going to be talking to manufacturers this week about what their production cycle looks on that. But the other products, at least through the end of this year, we're looking to be in pretty good shape.
Okay, sounds good. Now I know that Bobby Horn is here, and I want to give her an opportunity to share if she wants to. Bobby, I'm going to bring you up here with the four of us. And was there anything that you would like to contribute and add?
Well, I just want to share that, I do corporate wellness programs as part of my new corporate role. And a friend of mine who's a Harvard law grad challenged me a little bit because he said he was actually sending out his referral link. And I said, well, you know what? I think I can do you one better. So I'm going to show you what I put together today. If I can get this to come up correctly, if I can share my screen.
Yeah, you do have the.
Yeah, I do. And it's just a matter of, did I leave the right window open? Because, that's always my challenge. So give me 1 second. But, I'm doing a big corporate wellness program tomorrow. And I know that I have to hand out something that people will be able to utilize. And it looks as though I may have closed the wrong window, which is just dreadful. But give me 1 second and I'll retrieve it very quickly.
And while you're doing this, Bobby, folks, Max International has been kind enough to offering some trainings to help you with your videos and your campaigns and Facebook ads and Instagram, LinkedIn, and so forth. Whatever the social media, really doesn't matter. Is the knowledge base on putting these things together. Take advantage of that, folks. Don't just take that for granted. Sometimes these trainings are offered and we just kind of, it'll be there next week. Take advantage of this while it's available. So you can really build up on some of the basic foundation you need to be able to provide the information to the world within your social network. Are you ready, Bobby?
Well, I have it up on my screen. Let's see if I can get back to you and share the correct screen.
Perfect.
For some reason, I'm really good at this when I'm running my own show, but it's a lot different when we use this one. So I'm going to show you that number one, I'm a big believer in QR codes. I really am. This was something that I learned a great deal about actually during my trip to Kenya, because everywhere you went, there was a QR code that you had to scan. Mm-hmm. So I started using QR codes, and I just thought that was a brilliant way to be able to share information. So let's see if I can get this to come up. Are you able to see that screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So for my corporate wellness program tomorrow, I have a printout that I tend to share anytime that I do a wellness event. And I said, I want to make this really, really easy for people. So I plugged in my QR code that Jason gave me, and I was able then to plug in my discount code and allow people a 20% discount for attending a corporate wellness event tomorrow. So they can click that QR code and then plug in the Wellness 20 to get a 20% discount. Or if they click subscribe, they could get their 25% discount. This gives them both of the options. So I've developed a couple of these so that people have access to, more than one way to access the information. The other one is I did develop a quick cheat sheet so that I can hand these out tomorrow. I expect about 150 people that I'll be speaking to tomorrow. So I'll be able to hand this out, and I don't think it'll scroll down to the bottom unless I make it smaller. So at the very bottom, I've also included the QR code.
Sorry, Bobby, I think we're just seeing at least I'm just seeing the one scan me QR code.
Oh, okay.
Frame 17.
Yeah. Oh, so you're not seeing the other one. I am so sorry.
If I can give you a suggestion, instead of selecting a window, select the desktop.
Well, that's
whatever you share will be presented.
Well, let's hope that this works again this time, because that's what I did the last time and it does not seem to. Here we go. Now you can see it, right?
It's coming up. now we can see your text.
Okay, so you can see the prescription for healthier cells, and just scroll down, and there is my QR code with my discount code as well, and my contact information. And then I did exactly the same thing with the cheat sheet that I developed for the Max formulas, and hopefully that one will come up as well. And are you able to see the products, Max formulas for your health? Okay. And then all I did was at the very, very bottom of the page, which unfortunately I don't think you can see, I just plugged in my referral link and the wellness code, so that anyone who goes to that code can get a discount. So, there are so many different ways we can do this. And just, number one, get your affiliate link as quickly as you can to start, utilizing it, but also, use it in more than one way. I mean, we certainly can use it through our social media, but there are also print media that you can plug that information into and be able to use on a regular basis. And that way, these QR codes are pretty quick and easy to use for people.
Okay. Thank you. That's great advice. Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay. So in closing here, folks, this call is recorded. If you're looking for accessing this training, you just go to activeteamtraining.com. It will print you to our YouTube channel. And then there is like a gazillion playlists. You want to find the one that says Go for Diamond webinar. And it's always the most recent one. It's always at the top, and you can access it there. And it's as simple as that. So we can come into the end of this call. I just want to make sure we just do another round. Bobby, thank you so much. Was there anything else you want to add before I pass it over to Joe?
No, that's all. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate being able to participate tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Joe, is there anything else that you want to share as we end this session?
Main thing is get involved. So many of you guys are submitting some really cool videos. I hope that the training is helping you learn how to do it. But the most important thing is to just do it and get in there and learn about this. Everybody has connections that need these products. It's just a question of designing the right message and making it simple to purchase. And that's really what we're trying to accomplish here through this program. If you learn from Bernie in the Philippines, he uses this method to help build his network as well. And how does he do that? It's that when he makes a post, if he sees somebody that is talking about, oh, I'm interested in this business, and he starts a conversation with them there, then he invites them to join his network, right? And so there are multiple ways to do this, many ways to utilize these tools that are being offered. And it's just a question of going out there, working and seeing what will work for you. There's many ways to build this business, and this is just another way. And so I encourage you guys. You guys have done submitted a lot of great videos, which are terrific. We're going to be using them, and I hope we really keep up the momentum and keep up the good work. And I think we're going to have some really terrific results as we move forward. So
okay. And Joe, of course, we have like last minute question as we end. Janet, thank you for posting this. One is, will there be an affiliate link coming to Canada? Or let me rephrase that. With this affiliate link, will we be able to work also in Canada? Is there any
you got the right guy on the phone there. I tell you when. No pressure on the IT dude.
Okay, wonderful.
Fortunately, that's not my department. I'm lucky to get off the hook on that question.
Okay, so I know that it's in the works, but it's something that is being addressed.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there is no ambiguity in the question, right? So your link will work if you're in Canada. You can sell to people in the US, but I think maybe the question is, when will the website ship to Canada?
Correct.
And so interestingly, right now we actually have ongoing calls with our warehouse partner in Canada. They have right now the network marketing side is hooked to their old system, and we're working right now to swing that to their new system, which will make onboarding this, a week of work to get the warehouse working versus 3 months of work. So as soon as that's swung over, we'll be hooking the warehouse to it. And that's kind of the hold up there. So we've had to kind of wait on them to get their systems in place, which has just actually happened in the last 2 weeks. So I don't have a hard date for you, but I do know that the hold up, the stopper there is no longer an issue. So that's good news.
Then it works. Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate that. And thank you so much, Joe. Really, really appreciate your time here today. I know you're super busy, and thank you for making yourself available this evening.
You're welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Okay. So folks, as we end this call here, just wanted to share with you, as you know, Tammy are very passionate about helping you being successful in this kind of business. There's an email that's going out about a GoPro recruiting challenge. Folks, these are the basic principles. And Tammy and I have created a Facebook group, a private group that will be supporting you on all of the activities. This also can apply with your affiliate marketing. It's really important that you understand that things are evolving, and that's a $17 investment. It's nickel and dimes. So I highly recommend that you don't nickel and dime these things. Learn from the professionals. There's a lot of information there to help you create a fortune within this industry. And Tammy and I have been following these guidelines, which has really helped us having the success that we're having. So we want you to have that. So Tammy, as we end this call, I know we're just a few minutes past the hour here, but I think this is very important. Tammy, is there anything else that you want to add as we end?
I was just looking through the affiliate website, and there's some great content in there to grab and go. So just got to learn the stuff.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, everybody. So have yourself a great evening. Again, the call is recorded. It will be saved. As you know, Marcel will post it into our YouTube channel. It'll be there. And I do recommend that you go through some of the examples that Jason was talking about, and, to learn how to go around this. And my recommendation is start from the left and go to the right by clicking every single tab and just try them all and familiarize yourself with the content. I think a lot of it is self-explanatory, but if you need more help, you let us know, and we'll help you kind of figuring this thing out. So everybody, have
you
yourself
can't break anything.
I love that. I say this all
we
the
can
time.
reset it.
Thank you, Jason. So everybody have a great night, and thank you for attending. We'll let you know what the call is going to be about next week, and bye for now.